I'm going to be talking about art scholarships and competition. I'm going to tell you some of the ones I applied to, and I think I've won like maybe 5 out of 6 of these. So apply to them because they're real and they're not scams, because I applied probably to so many scams like that. You just never hear back, you feel demoralized, it's a waste of your time, the whole thing, right? So apply to these ones first, apply to those ones next, because sometimes I found some of these through kind of just random applications. Number 1, College Board Opportunity Scholarships. That's what they were called when I did them, but they changed their name. Now they're like Big Future Scholarships. That's what they're called now. So apply to them. You just get submissions by like submitting your college list or submitting your FAFSA. Like you get every stage of the college application, you can submit like a raffle. And I did this really early on. I got like $500. I forgot about that, but I just submitted my college list and I got some money to do that because it was like a 10-minute thing that I did and I got the money. So my biggest thing, I am just an advertisement for Youngarts, the National Youngarts Foundation, one of the best art competitions, I think, around for high school students. I applied when I was a sophomore in high school. People usually apply junior, senior year, and everyone told me, you're not ready, don't do it. I applied day before, it was due. I ripped up all of my paintings because I was going through a rebellious phase. I was being really expressionistic, and I won an honorable mention. And that, I didn't get any money, I think, but I got to go to the Young Arts Week Miami, which was a week with tons of other young artists. You have like master classes taught by all of these professional artists. And I left that feeling so invigorated, like as an artist, because I was able to like see and interact with people over my work. Like we had a gallery show and I talked to like this group of little ladies and they were just like so supportive, and I felt just so moved after sharing my like work. So that was a super great experience, even though I didn't get any money for it. Now afterwards, I continued to like do collaborations with Youngarts because they have these opportunities for alumni. So apply. Next one, Scholastics. Most schools apply to Scholastics. But just know, even if you don't win money in Scholastics, you can put that on your resume, and art schools usually, sometimes, like my College for Creative Studies had a benefit for winners, so apply to Scholastic. I got like a silver medal. The higher you get, obviously, the bigger the perks are going to be. Apply. The thing with Youngarts likes a little bit more of like I think a modern expressionistic kind of art style, like your own story, you know, like very more art worldy. Scholastics, I feel like, is more high school-y art, portraiture and classical, or they both have their preferences. Just know like what you're applying to with each one. I submitted my final like senior portfolio to Scholastics, and that's the first time I submitted to them for 8 years and I got nothing.
So this one, Doodle for Google. My experience with it is that I applied like 3 years in a row, and yeah, I never got anything, but yeah, worth it. Like apply every single year before you're 18 to Doodle for Google because it's such a big award that like, why wouldn't you? It's like $30,000 or something crazy for your college career. So do that. Next one, Bowseat, sea awareness competition about like sea level rise. I just found this one online and I applied and I drew something in a day, and it was about climate hope. So I did kind of this digital traditional drawing and I got, I think, $250. So it was a great organization and a good scholarship. Just a quick one to do. That is completely legit. Miami people, just submit your whole portfolio as a senior and you'll be submitted into this because it's like $1,000. I think there's like a bit of a little event. I think I did it during COVID, so there wasn't any type of celebration besides a Zoom call, but apply, because when you're having just this whole entire portfolio, send it off to each one of these competitions because like, why not? Next one, Women's Club of Coconut Grove. They have a young artist gallery, again for Florida people only. It's not a competition, but they pick the top ones, and I got like $2,750 for it. So when your art teachers say, apply to this thing, submit the paperwork on time, because I think only a few people submitted their stuff to that competition in high school, and I go to an art high school. Be one of those people that does submit, because you will get rewarded. Last thing, wherever you are, look at like your county's website because they just have really niche scholarships that you might not hear about. Like this one was the March Perlson Annual Award Scholarship for Miami-Dade County. County's website should look something like what I show here, but they sometimes happen every year, sometimes like once a year, sometimes randomly. I wrote an essay in like a day for this about like the volunteer things that I do and how that impacts me, and I think something about art too. I don't even know if it was too related to art, but sometimes counties also have just specifically art scholarships, so apply to that as well. But yeah, these are some of the ones I applied to. I applied to so many others that just never turned into anything, but these ones are super legit, so do it, don't waste time, you know, because anything helps, especially us going to art school. Get every penny you can get. Bye.